I'm Healing Wolf, here to walk with you through the jungle of recovery. Let's breathe together. Take a deep breath in, fill your lungs. Hold it. Hold it. Then exhale slowly. You do that 3 times, it'll set your nervous system into a parasympathetic mode and you'll feel a lot calmer. And that's what this dance is all about, the dance of recovery. Today I want to talk about 2 types of ability. In life, many folks attempt to create stability because it feels safe to our unconscious mind to have stability. Stability. We want everything to stay normal. We want everything to stay even. We want everything to stay the same in many situations. But that's not the nature of life. That's not the nature of being. So stability is a myth. Nothing is stable. If you go to the ocean one day, the waves are crashing like crazy. They're thundering down. There's white foam spraying everywhere. And it's rough if you want to get in and swim. The next day, it's glassy. It's clear. There's no wind. The birds are just bobbing around on the surface of that blue water. So there's no stability. That's just a myth. We try to create it because it feels good. It feels safe. We can survive if stability is something that we can create. And in some ways we can create a little bit of it. If we create a stability in our diet, then we're not afraid of starving. We have food. If we create stability in our housing, we feel like we can relax knowing that we have shelter. The basics of survival, we strive to create that stability. A lot of the world doesn't have that stability. And yet, many of the folks out there in those unstable conditions can really prosper. And they can embrace the change. They can live out in the jungle. They can live out in the desert. They can live in very different conditions. So when you're moving into stability, you're moving into comfort. You want to be comfortable all the time. And I encourage my clients, and I encourage anyone who wants to widen their window of ability to embrace, instead of stability where you're trying to change all the externals so that you'll feel more comfortable, I would embrace responsibility. Responsibility means your ability to respond. In many cases that word is distorted and it feels more of like an external pressure from society saying, oh, you need to be responsible and do this thing. You need to go and visit a dentist because you need to be responsible. You need to go and clean up the litter on the beach, whatever it is. Like, be responsible, be a responsible citizen. Be upright. Don't do things that are going to destroy others' livelihood or others' sense of peace. And that's a fine word for responsibility. But today, I'd like to look at it this way. It's the ability to respond to life. So if you're out in the woods and you're hiking and a big storm comes, how do you respond? You respond with calm and confidence. You walk your way out of the woods. You make your way. If there's some shelter, you tuck under the shelter. Maybe wait a little while. You watch where the water's flowing. If the water's on the ground, you respond to the conditions. So when you're on a journey with chronic pain, or you're on a journey with anxiety or any other neuroplastic conditions, what you want to do is you want to respond. Every day's different. You respond with your ability. So if a day comes up and there are some stressors, then you respond with your ability. And you have a lot of abilities. You've got the ability to breathe consciously. You got the ability to laugh. You got the ability, like my sweet sister Annie Chen, to get out and dance. You've got the ability. So instead of stability, where you're staying in the same place, you're not making progress, you're just staying. And that can make your world really small if you stay in your room or if you stay in your house and you stay in a certain mindset and you tell yourself things that are the same over and over. You stay in the same place. Rather, respond, respond, respond. Lift your arms to the wind. Smile at the sun. Step outside. Respond to an invitation to go do something fun. Respond to your heart's feeling that you want to go and play your guitar, or you want to call a friend. Respond to some work opportunities that come up and that feel exciting and engaging. Respond. Respond to life as it presents itself to you. And you'll find, this is the paradox, you'll find stability in that responsibility, because you're going to feel confident that whatever comes at you, you're going to be able to handle it. You're going to be able to respond to it. And that's the strength and the gift of a recovery journey. You will expand your ability, your responsibility, and it's a superpower eventually, because when things come up and they're intense, a lot of folks who stayed in stability will not have that responsibility and be able to keep moving forward and keep themselves in a space of making choices as they move and navigating life. Because life is interesting, it's challenging, there's a lot of things that come up, and we have to make choices and we have to figure out the best route forward. And when you have sensations of protection from your brain, like anxiety, panic, chronic pain, then we really walk out of that by building our ability to respond to those sensations. So responsibility. There are a lot of levels to it. Let it sink in. Give it a try. Let me know what you think. Thanks for listening. I'm here for you. Reach out if you'd like some one-on-one help. And I've also created a Facebook community called the Healing Den, where you can come and interact with other folks who have responsibility. A lot of amazing souls are already there, and there are folks that I trust and know have a lot of wonderful wisdom to share. So I'll see you there.